John Zomboid. Little did John know this was going to be the worst day of his life. Horrible FPS, a lot of stuttering, and worst of all, zombies. John starts off his day by checking out his car and all the noise outside. Then he wanders over to his neighbors. He then finds his neighbor shooting and killing zombies. John, terrified, tries to help but realizes she doesn't need help, so he runs home. While running home, he thinks about what he needs to get. He realizes he left his gun at the office and he has to find his car keys to get in his car. But he tries to get in it anyway. Realizing it's locked, he realizes he only has one option: find his keys. John doesn't want to get killed, so he closes his curtains and walks over to lock his door. He then goes into his storage room to arm himself. John's also a book guy. He loves books, so he wanted to get some just up for the road. Searches around also. He gets more books upstairs. He searches his bathroom to see if he can get anything. He eats some vitamins. He always takes his vitamins. He takes all the supplies he thinks that he needs. He searches the rest of the house and makes sure he can get whatever he needs before he leaves. Then John starts his journey in the horrible FPS and zombie-induced world. John thinks it's a better idea to run away from the street, get off the main street, and hop the fence possibly. He fails, but he does it again, and this time makes it. The door's locked, but there's a giant horde coming. So John decides to run away, if FPS allows it. John spots a survivor, and he knows that this is a dog-eat-dog world. So he decides to kill them and take their gun. John then runs, fails the jump. The second time he gets it. Many people run by, going to go kill the zombies and try and stop the infected from running over the world. While John is adventuring, he stumbles into a group of firefighters, all gangbanging one zombie. They seem to love to do this tactic. John then jumps over a fence and scratches his leg, dropping his hat. But it seems one of the firefighters fell. So he goes over and takes their axe and their helmet. John then realizes that he's got too much of his inventory, so even though he loves books, he starts to drop them. Many gunshots go off, and John decides to help throw off the infected, thinking that humanity can still rule this world, hopefully. Him and this group start clearing out multiple zombies. John's getting low on ammo, but he's still here for the fight until he sees the horde. John then decides it's better just to run and leave these people behind. runs and runs, but he is getting thirsty. So he finds a group of survivors and decides to let them fight the zombies outside while he loots the inside. John then, going through his adventures, finds a group of, it looks to be soldiers, clearing out zombies and fighting hordes of infected. John tries to get into this police car, but it's locked. He decides to stick with the army for now. There seems to be a lot of them, so I think it's safer to be in numbers than to be alone. John then finds a survivor, and they decide to work together. Then John decides to leave the army. He spots a man with a gun and thinks about killing him, but decides not to. But his partner, Mark, doesn't care and murders the man brutally. John then takes the man's gun and they proceed on. They stumble into a couple infected. Another man shooting, but this time John, his urge is given and he kills the man, taking his gun as well. John then, while looting the body, gets surrounded. He's exhausted and tired, but he can't run. They're doing gassing runs in the cities right now as they destroy everything around them. John, in his last hope, pulls out the gun, loads it, and tries to fight off the zombies. But sadly, he was no match. Cornell Locklear. Cornell starts off in his house. He's an athlete, and he hears much commotion outside. He saw what was going on in the news, but he didn't want to believe it. He goes to check on his neighbor and sees a zombie outside, pushes him to the ground, and looks for his neighbor. He finds her dead husband and her. He tries to stop her from freaking out, but she's attacking the window with the zombie outside. I believe that she killed her husband. Runs on the street and finds more survivors and zombies fighting. He finds a house with people in it. He wants to get in, but they won't let him in. The doors are locked. With the zombie on him, he decides to run around the house, trying to find a way in. He's a zombie and decides to kill it, thinking it's the best option. Tries to get in through the window, but the windows are locked. A napalm bomb blows up right next to him. He stomps the zombie out and gets in the house. He meets the survivors, starts talking to them. But one guy, the entire day, is on his nerves. Napalm almost hits their house. And Cornell decides to take care of the guy that's been pissing him off all day. So he decides to kill him, while trying to beat him to death. I don't realize how weak he is, because this guy just does not care. After a long fight, Cornell then decides he can't do this and runs away. He runs out the front door, tries to look for a weapon. He finds one, a sickle, and decides to go back in the house and finish the job. The man takes a shot at him, but Cornell dodges it and runs in. And he sickles the man to death in the corner, brutally murdering him in front of the other two people. But they don't mind. They always hated him anyway, in his stupid purple shirt. Cornell takes his gun and leaves. Goes on the road and finds more zombies. As they run and go towards his house. Checks it out. Gets a drink. Washes himself up a little bit. And eats some food. Then he finds more survivors and he thinks that this is his turn. So he tries to take one out. But Cornell never shot a gun before. And misses all 3 shots. So he decides to sickle the man to death. Killing him and taking his gun. Then he gets surrounded by zombies and a woman saves him. But his greed is disgusted. And after he kills the zombie, he decides he should kill the woman and take her gun. While trying to kill her, a group of survivors pull up. And in fear, Cornell yells that she was trying to kill him. The survivors don't care much. Except for one. They don't believe his story and they're trying to fight Cornell, taking the gun. Cornell then picks up the gun and kills this man. After that, he decides to wear the bandana of the first person he killed, in honor of them. Cornell has fully lost it. Cornell then goes on a journey, seeing more destruction and fire everywhere. But he ignores it. He tries to leave town, go more towards the farms. Explosions and death is all around him. He finds a farm area. Cornell then spots a zombie and kills it outside his house. But a survivor comes up to try to help him, so he leaves it to them. He goes inside and locks the door. So he meets other survivors inside, talking to them. He's having a conversation, and then a bunch of bandits pulled up. They shot him and the people inside. Cornell then, out of fear, stumbles upstairs, bleeding everywhere, as the people downstairs trying to fight them. Cornell then runs upstairs to a room and hides behind the door after he locks it. He then picks up his gun and loads it. Being brave, goes downstairs and starts shooting at them. Starts shooting at them, they shoot back. He only shot 2 more times and he runs away. He then goes back into the same corner. This time, he doesn't have enough band-aids. Cornell then bleeds out. Damon Chu. Damon wakes up, horrible state. His house was bombed, on fire, and covered in trash. He goes outside and it even looks worse. He tries to get in his van, but he doesn't remember where his keys are. So he runs, leaving his van behind. As he runs through many infected. He hears survivors, so he joins them. 2 military men. Damon thinks that if he kills one and takes their gun, he has a better chance of survival. But his friend shoots him multiple times. Damon beats the man and kills both the men, but bleeds out. Lon Coley. Lon wakes up in almost the same state as Damon. He heard gunshots outside, so he goes to investigate. Looks around and sees zombies and bandits. He goes over and finds the people that were shooting, takes their guns and their loot. But a bandit comes up and tries to kill him. Pulls out his gun and ready to fight. Starts firing at him and also trying to fight off the horrible frames right now. He loads his gun Turns back around and shoots at him. And the whole bandits group walks up and murders him. Greg Whiteman. Greg wakes up in his trailer. He runs around and sees that his whole place is getting bombed and gassed. All he can do is run. He tries to get into a van and tries to escape, but the van's locked. Greg then keeps running. He tries to find more cars, finds more survivors. He runs through the gas as it burns his skin. Napalm blows up next to him. He keeps running, but he has no hope. At this point, you can see the frames are really bad because of the gas in the bomb. So Greg, running through the gas, tries to get into these cars. Can't, so he decides there's only one more option: to disappear from the forest.